Check, check, check. Hey, 1, 2. Alright. Sounding good. If anything needs to be adjusted, please let me know. My name is Erica, and I will be your server tonight. So, with that, kablamo. Hey guys, how's it going? It has been a minute since I've been on a live stream, so howdy, how's it going? If you hear a bunch of like weird kind of low end noise, it is crazy stormy out right now, so pardon the storm. But otherwise, hopefully audio all sounds good, hopefully, you know, yada yada. If you guys have any issues, let me know. We'll try and solve them as best I can for the time being. Alright, so hey, what's up? For those tuning in after the fact, today's plan is to basically just get the front end of the MOA all put back together. Got all my parts here, finally got my drive shafts back. And I was gonna weld them, however, or at least weld the pin in, because I don't know if any of you guys remember at this point, it's been so long, but one of the drive shaft pins actually like came out and got bent over. I was thinking of welding it in to keep it from coming out again, but I can't because the pin actually rotates in the hole, so that doesn't exactly work. So my next great idea was, okay, what if, hang on. My next great idea was, what if I use a punch, if I don't drop it, and just give each ear a little punch mark to kind of mushroom over the edge of the hole a little bit. I'm gonna try that first, see how that goes, and then I'll go from there, I guess. The other great thing is I now have my chat actually in front of me. It's just to the right of my camera, and I love it. It's great. It's just great. So, how are you guys? How have you been? How is your new year treating you so far? How are your holidays? All that jazz. How are you guys doing? Okay. Let's see what we can accomplish here. If anything. I think these are hardened, so this may be a bit of a lost cause, but I guess we'll see. Well, fantastic. It's always good to hear. My holidays were stressful. My holidays were definitely stressful, but I enjoyed getting to spend time with lots of family, both mine and my boyfriend, so that was good. And yeah. And my new year is... How's my year going so far? I don't have anything negative to say so far, so I guess that's a good thing. And just because I have forgotten the last couple streams, I'm going to put a plush to join us here. Sweet Hawkins, I remember you seeing a picture that you posted, I think, on Discord the other day. I can't remember what exactly it was you were working on that day, but I remember seeing it. I get so confused with who's who and who's doing what. I can't keep track of everyone. And yet there's only like 8 or so regular people on the Discord, so it's like, ah! Did that work, or just moosh it? I don't know. I don't think that's doing what I want it to. Watch me break it and have to get another one. Don't put it past me, guys. Don't put it past me. Thanks, Eduardo. It's been raining like crazy here too, actually. I mean, the wind right now is just going absolutely insane. It's calmed down a little bit. Well, okay, maybe not. But yeah, the rain recently has been insane. And it seems like Los Angeles area is supposed to be getting some like freaking gnarly rain pretty soon. Like super high flood risk and whatnot, I guess. So, I don't know. I'm up north more, so we're not really getting hit too bad. I mean, aside from it's just, you know, really stormy, but it's not like, oh, you know, flood of the century kind of thing. Seems like I might be getting somewhere. I kind of have to see, I guess. Do a second one. This isn't really solid enough. Let's see here. See if I can. It's not exactly doing what I was hoping it was going to do. Although, you know what? No. It is. It's doing what I wanted it to, but not really as well as I wanted it to. I might just leave it for now. I don't know. See what I can do with this side and then move on to the next one, I guess. Maybe about there-ish? Tricky because I don't want to like be so close to the edge that it actually like just chips off the edge of the hole, but I don't want to be so far away that it doesn't actually like moosh into the hole, if that makes sense, because I'm trying to keep the pin from falling out at some point. I mean, it's pressed in, but you know, they were pressed in the first time and I friggin' fell out and broke, so not taking any chances. Oh. Hey, that did it. That did it. Hey, Carl. How's it going? Yeah, that seems like it worked. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but it looks like it worked. Maybe if I do 3 little spots knocked in on each one, it'll be enough. Let's try it and hope so. Oh, okay, that was perfect. I'm doing pretty well, just kind of cruising along, enjoying the rainy weather that we don't get too often in California. Let's maybe rotate this a little bit. Come on. Sorry for probably absolutely destroying you guys' ears right now. Okay. Okay. So that's a great idea, and I was gonna do that. I was actually gonna do that. But the thing is that the pin is pressed into the center, and the center rotate, or like, it's pressed into the center, and it rotates on the ears. Does that even make any sense at all? The opposite parts are pressed, so it can't be welded, unfortunately. I wish it could. I mean, I suppose I could drill it out a little bit. What's up, Marshall? But it's probably hardened. I mean, considering I'm using a punch with it, it's probably not super hard, but who knows. But yeah, ideally I would weld them. But I decided to try this for now. And if they fall apart again, I'm not bothering sending them back to Deluxe. I'm going to fix it myself and find a way to weld them. Yeah, oh, that one looks good. That looks good. Nice. It's actually tightening up the fit a little bit, which is cool too. A little side effect of it. Now, I do want you guys to know that this past month, I have not been doing nothing. I've been working super hard on a mini-series that is I don't know, I'm not going to say when it's going to start coming out because I don't know. I'm just going to work on it as I feel like it and as I want to, because I don't want to rush and don't want to like put unnecessary stress on myself, because that's not good. I've learned that. But I just finished all the filming for it today, mostly, like 99%. There might be a little bit more, but I think it's going to be a really awesome series. I used my new camera, which is what I'm filming with right now, and I think it's going to look really awesome. And I'll tell you guys that it's milling machine related. If you follow me on Instagram, you guys may have seen a story that I did asking if you guys wanted to see a milling machine video. And the response was yes, so that's what I did. Oops. Well, that's not exactly what I wanted to happen, but it did what I wanted it to do. So yeah, anyway, I'm really excited to share that with you guys. I think you guys are going to really enjoy it, and I just wanted to let you guys know that, like, I have been working on videos even though I haven't been uploading. Alright, I think I've wreaked enough havoc on this shaft for the moment. Oh, well. Looks like it blew them out the other side, but you know what? We're gonna roll with it. We're gonna see how it goes. Nice, that's cool that you finally finished them. Okay, actually I'm gonna keep filling with this one. I lie. I'll just tap this back down. Okay, yeah, like that, and then knock these each one more. Okay, hopefully that works. Hopefully that helps to some extent. Okay, I saw the screen on my camera go black. I'm like, oh shit, but we're good. It just like timed out. Okay, good enough. Do I have any sandpaper in here? Oh, I do. Some like little burrs that I wanted to clean up. Now, a set of AR-60s would be cool. I think I always ask you this. You're 3D printing them, right? Or are you machining them? I forget now. Oh, okay, gotcha. Dang, that's a lot of work then. If it took 5 attempts, dang. Yeah, that's not gonna come out. Alright, hopefully that's good enough for that one. Alright, on to the little one. Jeez. Alright, let's try it. Jeez, man. That's just... good job. Good freaking job. That's a lot of work. And I personally, I don't know about y'all, but I only have so much patience when it comes to files. Although my patience has gotten better over the years. When it comes to filing stuff. yeah, absolutely. One mistake and that's it. Or, you know, one wrong measurement and you're done. Yeah, you can definitely weld up some of the mistakes, but not always. Not always. I'm not sure I quite follow you there, Marshall. Why do you need to make a file for your frame? Yeah, that doesn't quite... I think we're missing part of the story there. Alright, we're getting somewhere on this one. I like it. There we go. Now we're getting a little snugger. Nice, nice. All right. We are succeeding here. We are indeed succeeding in making some little, I don't know, little, I guess they're so small, you might as well call them burrs. It's not really even like Yeah, you might as well call them burrs. But they're deformed enough into the hole that should at least help keep the pin in. Okay, that side's good. Yeah, I'll bet. That sounds like a hassle. Okay, on to the next side. Nice. First try. Oops. Well, yeah, that kind of works. Alright, I think we're good here. Oh, no. No worries. You guys, like, if you guys have questions, ask them. Like, that's what we're here to talk about. But, yeah, basically, you know how, like, an MIP shaft or universal joint works? There's basically 2 pins that go through it. So, there's this side, and... oh, I don't know. There's a block in the middle, basically, and I have a pin that goes through. It looks like this. It goes through the center block, which we'll call this rod bearing, or is this rod bearing? No, it's not. What is this? No, it's the wrist pin. But anyway, so you've got this shaft here that goes through your center barrel thing, right? And then you got this one that also has a pin going through this way. And this pin on mine is pressed into the centerpiece. And I had an issue where it was not a tight enough press fit and it started slipping out and sheared off. So basically, what I'm doing is I'm essentially trying to mushroom over the top edge of the hole to trap the pin in it. So I'm trying to kind of like make the top of the hole look like that so that the pin can't come back out. Hopefully you guys can kind of see that well enough, but that's essentially what I'm trying to do. I know I've literally just been hammering for like the last 20 minutes. Sorry if it didn't make sense what I was doing. Sounds about right for me though. Sounds about right. Okay, these should be sufficiently locked in place. Yeah, we'll see how it does for now. Sand that out a little bit actually. Enough to the side. Good enough. All right. Cool. Enough of that nonsense for right now. Now, to bring this thing back over here, I'm trying to remember how it goes back together, because... Okay, cool. Sounds like you got it. Yeah, now I get to figure out how this all goes back together. I don't think it's terribly difficult, but I guess we're about to find out. So, that shaft in there. The other option for locking that pin in place would be, like on CV, you know, the CV axles, they have that little collar that goes around it. That would be another option to keep the pin in, but there's not much clearance there at all. Like, it is super tight clearance. And plus, with the fact, well, yeah, no, there's just so little clearance there that really wouldn't work super good. Okay. Well, something like that. And then, is that a shim on this knuckle? It is a shim. That's the bearing. Oh wait, no, that's the... Oh no, that's the frickin' bearing seal. Okay, jeez. Who's bothering me? Okay. Okay, this was... Which side? Which side was this? I think this side? Yeah, sure. Sure. I think it was this side. I don't know. So now we'll try and get this back together here. So man, this week at work was absolutely something else for me. Figure while I'm working I can give a little story time. So this week at work was a little bit crazy. I started my, well, I don't remember what I did on Tuesday, but on Wednesday, first thing I did was a Subaru timing belt. It's pretty easy. No big deal. I want Loctite on that. Yeah, pretty easy. And then straight on to swapping a transmission into, you guessed it, a GM. Freaking GM and their transmissions, my god. It was such a pain. This was 4-wheel drive, of course. I'll save you guys some of the boring details, but basically got it back in, got it all filled up with fluid. It was a 6L80. Basically, yeah, yuck. Exactly. It needed to be reprogrammed. So I go to lunch. Guy that needs to program it comes out, and he's like, "Oh, well, I can't program it because it's not in park." And we're just kind of like, what? So, for whatever reason, when they program it, the vehicle has to be in park, which it was. But the PCM, or, you know, whatever decides that it's in park, for I don't know why, decided that it was not in park. And so, you know, when you turn the key off, it's just yelling at you to shift to park. You know, like if you've ever left your car in neutral, it starts yelling at you to, you know, put it in park or whatever, right? So, let's see. where am I going with this? Basically, we figured out that, and this was a Jasper's transmission, by the way, that I put in. Not good. That is just recipe for trouble right there. But anyway, it was a Jasper's tranny, and so my service writer, or our like shop manager service writer, talked to Jasper's, and basically based on, you know, the small amounts of information that we came up with for this thing, they decided that it needs a new transmission control module, and yeah, and a new internal mode switch, which is basically the fancy term for a neutral safety switch. And so since there's no external neutral safety switch, there's no adjustment. Like, it wasn't a thing of like, it looks like it's in park, but it's actually in reverse kind of thing. Like, it's not something like that. What's up, Osborne? It wasn't that kind of issue. It was just not showing that it was in any gear at all, which was really strange. But basically, they're gonna send us a new TCM, new internal mode switch, and that's what I get to do on Tuesday. Yeah, that was a hell of a week. So, yeah, not exactly what I wanted to find out after I finished putting that in. Because then I'm like, well, shit, am I gonna have to take this thing back out after I just spent 9 hours or 7.5, whatever it was that it called for, putting it in? Like, ugh, come on, really? No thank you. I would really not like to do that. So, yeah, Friday I pulled the transmission pan down so it can drip over the weekend, so hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm not getting dripped on too badly when I go to replace those parts this week. But we shall see. It's kind of funny because my service manager was like, yeah, so like we talked to the experts that, you know, we opened a case with Jasper's or whatever, and, you know, their experts are gonna tell us what needs to happen. The words experts and Jasper's do not belong in the same sentence or any adjacent sentence at all. Like, we've installed some Jasper stuff and it's been fine, but other times it's just been a shit show. Okay. Oh, you know, it would help if I actually started thinking about what I was doing and put the axle shaft in. That would help. Now wouldn't it? That would absolutely help my cause here. So what have you guys been up to this weekend? Anything fun or cool going on at your end? For me, it's basically just been loads and loads and loads of filming for the new mini-series that's going to be starting soon. And it's finally done, or at least the filming's done. Now I need to spend like a bajillion hours editing, which I'm not terribly thrilled about, but that's okay. Like, I like editing, but also it can just take so long sometimes. So long. Nice. I need to get out and go RCing actually one of these days soon, because I just don't get out and RC hardly at all. Like, it's usually only for a video. Okay. Great. This all looks good. Except for this. Looks like I left out one of the bearing seals. Which one was it? Of course, it was one of the inside ones, and ugh. 4 5200s? Dang, you must have been out there all day. Holy crap. It is so windy out there right now. Ugh, I don't wanna, but I'm gonna. I'm gonna try and find where that little bearing seal cover thing went. Your chair died? Oh, like... Wait, I'm a little confused. Oh. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Wouldn't it be cool if you could use an RC battery pack for that? That would be sick. I guess I don't know what kind of amps and volts a power wheelchair needs, but it would be cool if you could run it on RC batteries. Good, I'm glad you're excited for it. I'm really excited for it. I'm so happy that I'm done filming. And it was really fun. I learned so much doing this series. It was actually crazy. I don't really want to say too much about it, but it does involve the milling machine, and it does involve some gas welding. Oh yeah, that's right. This isn't a cover. This is a... So, these steering knuckles use flanged bearings, and this flange got snapped off. That's what this is. Fun! Fun, fun, fun! Ugh. Well, I'm probably gonna end up going through this at some point in time, getting a bunch of Avid bearings, because, you know, I like Avid. But I guess... I don't know if this would even really be useful as a spacer. 24 volts? We could do 2 3S's then, I guess. You know what? It's got the bottom one. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I know I'm gonna regret saying that later, but... Well, I'll hang on to this as a shim. You never know. You never know. Yeah, that is true. I'm sure those motors can probably pull a lot. Da-donk. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna take a brief intermission. I will be right back. So don't go anywhere. I'll see you in a couple minutes. And voila, I am back. You know what time it is? It is food time. Yes, it is stream food time. I've got biscuits that I made, and I've literally been saving this cream soda for like a month now to have on stream because that just sounded like a good idea. Okay, that hits the spot. That really hits the spot. Oh, I can use my cap for Loctite. Lovely. Go straight in the honey on the biscuit. This is the second batch of biscuits I made this weekend. I made a batch yesterday, and then in celebration of the success of the milling machine project, I made another batch today. Because I love biscuits. Beer would be better. Yeah, this is the Henry Weinard's vanilla cream soda. It's pretty good. I used to really like their orange cream, but I think they changed the recipe or something, because it's not as good anymore. But the vanilla cream is still really good. This is honey that my aunt in Florida sent us for Christmas. Like, from her own bees. And it's really good. I've destroyed this whole jar in pretty much between last weekend and this weekend. Yeah. Pretty much. Oh, they were bought out? By who? Actually, I could probably just look on the bottle. Probably tell me. Oh, well, that's cool. Blitz Wine Hard Gourmet Soda Company, Fort Worth, Texas. That's a good biscuit. Mm-hmm. That is a good biscuit. $9 p.m. in Puerto Rico. Oh yeah, that does make sense. I was going the opposite direction. I don't know. I guess I couldn't tell you because I can't drink beer. Yet. Okay, back to business. So, I need to get my tungsten slugs put in the knuckle first, and then, oh, but wait, no. I need to put the hub on first. 8 in West Virginia? Okay, so then it's 1 more hour along than, or Puerto Rico is 1 more hour, I guess. It is currently 5 o'clock here. Hub, not weights. Not sure. You know what freaking pissed me off? Is when they sent me back my axle shaft after I sent it out to be rebuilt, they didn't send me... Well, okay, first off, I sent them both axle shafts. This is probably like 8th scale. Or maybe 7th. I don't know if it's quite 6th, but it's freaking big. But anyway, sent out my axle shaft, and I only got 1 back. I sent 2 out and got 1 back. Like, does that make any sense to you? No. Oh yeah, and these are hella tight too. Oh boy. So, yeah, that was frustrating as anything. Oh boy. And then, once they sent me another one, like, you know, the other correct one, it didn't have the set screw in it for the hub. I'm like, what the hell? Boy, if I had to do this out in the field, I'd be using a rock. We all would be. You know it. It's not really very close, but this is gonna have to do. There we go. That looks good. So in this little pin, so basically the hub gets hammered onto the stub axle, and the pin goes through both of them. With a little persuasion. Maybe. Oh, there's a tapered end. Nice. That's helpful. Okay, this is turning into a great pain. Man, we've got people from all over the place today. Australia, West Virginia, we've got Puerto Rico. Dang. We have some other soft hammers out in the garage, but... Oh, knocked the... Okay. But, I needed the hard one for doing the... for like peening the axle shafts. Indiana? Dang. It's hammer time. Oh yeah. That'll be nice if this damn pin would go in the damn hole. That looks darn straight in there to me. Man, this would suck to have to service in the field. Actually, you know what? Do I have my... Hang on. I might be being really stupid here. Is that screw all the way out? Okay, now it's all the way out. Michigan. Okay. I might need to go get a pair of channel locks or something to knock this thing in there. It is just not going. Actually, I might be able to put a little bit more. Yeah, that's the right idea. But well, I was trying to use the end of my screwdriver, but that wasn't really, like, it's so tight, the hub is so tight on the shaft that there's not a whole lot I can do. One of these had more of a taper on it. Yeah, this one did. One last attempt, and then I'm gonna go get a pair of channel locks. Nothing. Okay. I will be back with a set of channel locks. Okie dokie. I have my channel locks and an alignment punch. Alright. First try is giving it a squeeze this way. I think that did it, actually. I think that did it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I got it. Little. Yeah, perfect. Look at that. Right in. That is awesome. I think I was also thinking of putting a little flat on those pins also for the set screw to sit on, but I'm not. Simple as. Okay, that hub is on. Now let's do the other side and put the bearing back in that fell out. Now pop this on. These are so tight. It's actually ridiculous how tight these are. Like, shoot, they made these unbelievably tight, and yet they make the pins looser than anything. Like, come on, guys. Really? That looks pretty good. Let's see if it'll go through. This one doesn't have a... I guess it's got a little bit of a taper, but not really. Let's see if it'll go. How much of this rig did I make? Probably 60%. If you consider axle, chassis, or if you consider each axle and the chassis a third. Oh, yep. There we go. So yeah, 60%. I made... Wow. Just insane. I made the whole chassis, center skid plate, links. I made the steering links and the axle skid plates. So yeah, everything but the axle itself. Jesus Christ, this is insane. This is so crazy. There it goes. Jeez. Wow. I stick with my statement of this would suck to service in the field. Yeah. This would suck. Big time. I need a way to hammer on this. I'm just trying to send that pin all the way home. Just didn't quite get all the way in with the channel locks, but I mean, I'm just being picky at this point. That's all it is. That is all this is right now. It's just Erica being picky, because Erica is picky. Very, very picky. There we go. Alright, Erica's happy. That's not a bad idea, George. Actually. That is not a bad idea. Although I'd be really hesitant with the aluminum. I guess like a little butane torch or something would do it. But, I don't have one of those, so... You know what? Oh my gosh. Was the reason this was so hard to put in because I didn't have my set screw backed all the way out? Yup. Oh my god. Oh, I'm an idiot. Jeez, really? Did I really do that? Oh my god. Look at me go, guys. I can take transmissions out of cars. I can take milling machines apart. But by golly, I forget about the set screws. Okay, well now that that's scuffle is taken care of. Good gravy, man. Dang. Sounds pretty ambitious. But I mean, if you made the axles for your other one, I think you can probably do it. Yeah, I don't see why not. Okay. Gotta get my other biscuit going here so I can munch on it while I work. What is for dinner tonight, you guys? That's the big question that we always end up talking about, is what's for dinner? Dinner for me tonight is stew. Just, you know, your normal beef stew. Some carrots, some onions, some celery, all that jazz. Fish. Nice. I'm not a huge seafood person, although I really like sushi. We went out for like a Christmas dinner for work. And we went to a seafood place, and they had sashimi, which, if you don't know what that is, it's literally just raw fish. That's all it is. Just chunks of raw fish. And ooh, chuck eye steaks sounds pretty good. And I ate it. And then you know how like work dinners go or those type of things, you end up just kind of sitting around afterwards, like everyone's talking, and so you try not to just stare at people. So you're kind of like just, you know, looking around, but you're bored as hell. So I decided to eat half of the bowl of ice that the sashimi came on with my chopsticks. And about 30 minutes later, I think my coworker noticed and like he said something about it, and it was just hilarious. Because, like, there wasn't that much fish right there. Like, It was a very light meal. I mean, it was 9 pieces of sashimi, or 9 pieces of fish, whatever. So yeah, like, not that much, all things considered, but it was good. Yeah, I was just bored as hell and just started eating the ice. Nice, nice. Can't go wrong with the classics of pizza and sandwiches. I'm a big advocate for sandwiches myself. And actually, my dad, he's been making this pizza. One of these days, I'm sure I'll have it on stream. Wait, can this just... I think this can just... Can you guys hear that wind out there right now? If you guys can hear that wind, that is outrageous. But anyway, he's been making this, holy shit. He's been making this pizza. I don't know, some people I think call it like grandma pizza. But like pizza in a sheet pan. So it's a big rectangle. But it is so good. I mean, it is just the best pizza ever. And like, I don't eat dairy, so when I do pizza, it's pizza with no cheese on it. And so, like, some places, when it comes to pizza with no cheese on it, it's just not that good. There are two places near me that I like quite a bit, but I think my dad's pizza tops it. Like, he makes the dough from... Does he make the dough from scratch? I don't remember. I think he does. But, I made a pizza plate. So instead of a pizza stone, it's just a giant piece of steel, like a 3/8 inch thick piece of steel that he puts the sheet pan on instead of a pizza stone, because it's a rectangular pizza, so like a round pizza stone doesn't really work, you know? So one night for dinner, like, he was inside making the dough and everything, and I'm outside with the cutting torch, cutting up this big piece of 3/8 inch steel, grinding all the mill scale off of it. Oh, it was funny. Like, that's the only way we do dinner around here. Well, not the only way, obviously, but like, that's just so characteristic of my dad and I. Like, turn something as simple as pizza into a group project involving the cutting torch. Inserts like the foam inserts, I am just using the foam that came with the tires from Proline, and then I pretty much butchered them pretty hard. Like, I put a ton of holes in them and comp cut one set. You guys can go watch that video. I don't remember which one it is. Episode 8 maybe? Maybe it was 9? I don't remember. But yeah. Just the stock stuff. But like the modified stock stuff, yeah. And they're okay. More of the issue, I think, is the stiffness of the tire than the stiffness of the foam. Like, I wish that the compound, or like, I wish the rubber of the tire was thinner. Yeah, pretty much. But I wish the rubber of the tire itself was thinner so that it would flex a bit better. Yeah. Yeah, I wish it would flex a little bit better. I guess, you know what I think I did see is I think I saw somebody take their tires apart, turn them inside out, and I think belt sand the inside of them. I might be thinking of something else, but I feel like I saw somebody do that. And man, that brass that I just put on there makes this thing so much heavier. It's ridiculous. Seems like we've had a decent crowd tonight. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate it. You guys mean a lot to me. You really do. Oh, brother. Now, I don't remember which way my steering link went on. Oh, boy. Which way did it go? I know I did something kind of weird with it. This, I think, went on top. This, I think, went on bottom. Did it go inward? No, I think it definitely went outward. Yeah, I think it went like this. Because I remember laughing at the fact that it ended up being like exactly the same way as it came, and I thought that the way that it came was silly. Yeah, I think that's what needs to happen here. Okay, that's good to know. Definitely good to know. Or good thing to keep in mind. Although it'd be a lot easier to go overboard with a 1.9 tire because they're so much thinner compared to the whatever those are, 2.9s. Like, these are so, like, the rubber on this is so much thicker than, like, a normal 1.9 tire, so I feel like it'd be a little bit harder to go overboard, but definitely. WD-40? Maybe? I know I've heard about Simple Green, but I think that's just to, like, make them stickier. I don't know if that actually makes the compound softer or not. But WD-40 is an interesting one, actually. Interesting idea. Does that look right? Probably. That is probably about right. Okay. Yeah, that's true. That is true. You know what, speaking of trying things just for shits and giggles, I have a couple end mills for milling that have chipped corners, and I was kind of wondering if I could sharpen them or turn it into a corner radius end mill, or a corner chamfer instead of a sharp corner. So I don't know. Okay, that's good to know about the WD-40. That is something that can, like, that is a real thing though. Like, if you soak rubber in oil, the rubber wants to turn back into oil. That happened to me on a car that came in one time, and I kid you not, it was belt soup. The belt had broken because there was an oil leak, like leaking oil onto the drive belt, and it was legitimately soup, like gooey, sticky, like liquefied gunk everywhere. It was so gross. Like, I didn't end up doing the job or cleaning it up, but I felt bad for the person who did, because that was such a mess. That was such a mess. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. Is this turned properly? Yeah, looks like it does. Goes all the way that way. Goes all the way that way. Seems good to me. Cool. So that's all back the way it needs to be. I don't want to be like totally blowing you guys out when I like look down and talk, 'cause I remember doing that last time. Like when I look down, I'm talking straight into my mic, as opposed to like projecting and then coming back. Okay, sounds like the general consensus is WD-40 is a bad idea. Biscuits and honey though, man. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with biscuits and honey. Okay. Why is that? Why in the world did I do it like that? Who knows? True. Yeah, I mean, of course, taking it easy is always the way to go. I mean, this thing is... did I weigh it with everything on? I don't remember. I think I did. I don't remember what it came out to, but I think it was like a smidge over 10 pounds, which is really good. Now the question is... which tires have which foam in them? Okay. I figured it out. Now, I don't recall if the hard tires, or like the hard foams, worked better in the front or back. Yeah, which were which? What would you guys say? Stiff in the front or back? I'm thinking stiff in the back, because when you're climbing something, more of the vehicle's weight is going to be on the back tires. Front hard? I mean, I guess the front is heavier. But I'm thinking, like, if it's heavier and I'm going up something, there's going to be less weight on the front tires, so I would want them softer, right? So that they grip better with less weight on them. I might be making things up. I'm probably making things up. What's your reasoning for hard in the front? I'm curious about that. Yes, that's right. Which one is right? So front hard? Is that what we're going with? Soft in the front. I think I'm gonna go soft in the front. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go soft in the front because I feel you, Eduardo, I feel you. Because I'm thinking like soft in the front, medium in the rears, okay. It's like I'm thinking when it's flat, there's more weight in the front, less in the back. So when it's flat, you'd want hard in the front, soft in the back, so that you have roughly equal tire deformation based on weight. But once you start to climb, all this weight that was in the front now gets shifted to the back. And so now your weight difference is, or at least your weight distribution is the opposite now. It's lighter in the front, way heavier in the back. So to me, I would think, okay, stiffer tires in the back to account for that, and softer ones in the front so they can like claw up over an edge, or so that they have better traction if you're trying to do like a super sharp dig turn or whatever. Also, plus, if the rears are too soft, they're gonna like fold too much, you know, and then it'll be like too much traction and it's gonna want to flip over or make it flip over. Which, I mean, with all this freaking brass, it's hard to do, but it was still wanting to do that when I was running it. So, okay, hard in the rear, soft in the front. Good deal. Good deal. Okay. And yeah, make sure they're all going the right way too. That's important. I am gonna have to remake these rings though, because, or not the rings, the faces, because they did bend, actually. Just like I thought, they did end up bending. So I was able to flatten them back out to some extent, but depending on how abusive I get with this rig, or like how often it wants to flip over kind of thing. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh no, I'm good. I'm good, okay. Panicked for a second. I thought I put them together with the wrong offset on the wrong foam. Because I've got the wheels are different offsets for the front and rear to account for the different axle width. But the way I put them together after flattening out the faces is set up for soft front, firm rear. Unfortunately, it's going to be storming all day tomorrow and the next day, and probably the next day after that, so I'm not going to be able to go run this, which is a bummer, because I still haven't done like a final running video yet for this, like a proper one, you know. Yeah, that's a good idea to keep a list. I suppose you'd have to do the same thing too if you like to run internal spring shocks. Because I know for the amount that I run my rigs, I would not friggin' remember. Not for a heartbeat. Oh, that's a good idea too. Just take a picture of the tag and then like on the like picture caption in your phone, just like say where they are. Yeah, that's also a good idea. Mark the tires. Oh yeah, you know what I think I'm also going to do tonight? Is I think I'm going to put the body panels on this thing. Yeah, because I finally finished those. I remember, so was it the last stream? I think it was last stream we did. That I, oh, what's it? That I put the like decals on the panels. Yeah, that's a good idea. It's actually comical how little I run my RCs compared to my boyfriend. It's ridiculous. Like, he runs his, like, at least twice a week, if not more than that. And I run mine, like, once every 2 months. I just don't get out and drive very much. I think pretty soon for a live stream project, I'm going to start taking apart my Galanda, because I want to go through that, take all the bearings out, make a list of all the ones I need and where they go, clean everything, re-lube everything, and re-shim everything too, like get some shim kits and get everything shimmed up so that there's as little play as possible in it, because there is so much play in that drivetrain. It's ridiculous. So I think that'd be a good live stream project. Lots of just like tedium, you know? Like a strictly live stream project. Did I weight these? No. I don't think I did. I don't know why I would. Okay. Whatever. Find your home. There you go. Okay. Ooh, there is somebody that, I don't remember the name of their company, but they do 3D printed inserts, and they offered to make me a set for these tires. So I'll probably hit them up for that at some point, but I'll see how these do as they are first, and then go from there. Like, I think these really just need to break in a bit too, because looking at them, like, the corners, oh, I just put this one on backwards, damn it. Yes, Kirby does look very, very pleased. Because, like, it's the corners of the outside edge that are wearing the most right now. Like, the inside edges, like, aren't even hardly worn off at all. So I think once those, like, wear down a bit and it, like, gets more contact when it flexes, I think it'll perform a little better. John. Is that the guy that does them? I don't remember the name of his company, or, you know, whatever the company was, I can't remember it. Alright, we're getting close. Oh, from Home's Hobbies? Oh, really? They do them? I didn't know that. I didn't know they did them. That's good to know. Definitely good to know. Yeah, now I finally get to actually, like, go run this thing. Whenever it's not friggin' storming out. That'll be fun. Oh. Okay. Interesting, interesting. I did not know about that. Alright. One more tire. One more tire, and then put the body panels on. I think I'm gonna do that. Actually, I don't know if I want to do that, because I kind of want to go drive this a little bit before I do a final video, because I want to do the final video with the fancy panels on it, and I don't want them absolutely thrashed, but I also want to practice driving it a little bit so I can actually, like, do some cool lines with it, you know, for the video. Okay, maybe I won't put them on tonight. Maybe I'll just take them out of their little baggie and look at them because they're cool. That sounds like a good idea. Oh, okay, cool. Are you like, from a hobby store or something? Like, if he knows who you are, like, who would he know, like, who would he know you as, I guess? Oh, okay. Hey, Tank. Yeah, let me know, like, if you, like, what becomes of that, because, like, I'll be streaming more, so. Oh. That's cool. Very cool. Okay. This thing needs some adjustment. Big time. I think the steering on this is never gonna be quite right. I've changed it so much and fooled with it so much. And rotation. Try that. See if that looks any better. Yeah, probably. About right. I've taken this nut on and off so many times that I can hold it with my fingers. Yeah, that looks good right there. Sweet. Okay. Oh, interesting. Well, I think that about does it for us today, guys. Yeah, this looks cool. Looking forward to going out and driving it. Does look pretty beastie. I think I still have that funky electronics issue with it. But that's a problem for future Erica. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks, RBK. Appreciate it. really appreciate all you guys. I think, yeah, I guess I'm done. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you all have a great night. Have a great week. Yo, thanks, Aardvark. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, cool. Sounds good, Lutak. I could add rear steer, but when I don't feel like spending another 550 bucks for another front axle to put on the rear. I'm just about done. I mean, I've been streaming for almost 2 hours, so yeah. You know, a little bit of snacking in between and chit-chatting and, you know, all the good stuff. All the good stuff. Well, yeah. I'm gonna go have some stew. Hope you guys have a great night. Keep an eye out for the new mini-series pretty soon. I don't know when the first video will come out. Hopefully next weekend. I'll work on the videos tomorrow, so we'll see how far I get. If I get one done tomorrow, I'll post it. But if not, most likely next weekend, that little mini-series about the milling machine will start. So I hope you all are excited for that. And cheers, y'all. I'm gonna go have some stew. Hope you guys have a great night. And I will see you guys in the next one.